3.1 What is ecology? Ecology is a scientific study of interactions among organisms and their physical environment. There are six levels of organizations. The first is individual organisms. A species is a group of similar organisms that can be breed and can produce fertile offsprings. The second is the population, that is a group of individuals that belong to the same species and live in a defined area. The third is a community, that is an assemblage of different populations and they live together in the same area. The fourth is an ecosystem. There is a group of different communities that live in the same place together with the physical environment. The fifth is a biome. The biome is a group of ecosystems that share the similar climate and typical organisms. And the last is the biosphere, that is consists of all life on Earth and which part of the Earth that life exists. Biotic factors is any living part of the environment like animals, plants, mushrooms, and bacteria. And a biotic factor is any non-living part of the environment, such temperature, sunlight, soil type, wind, rain, and so on. Methods used in ecological studies. The first is observation, that is the first step to asking ecological questions. The second is experimentation. This experiment can be used to test the hypothesis. And the last is the modeling, that the ecologists make models to help them to understand this phenomenon. 3.2 Energy producers and consumers. The organisms that use solar or chemical energy to produce food by assembling inorganic compounds into complex organic molecules are called autotrophs. The primary producers are the first producers of energy-rich compounds that are later used by other organisms. In the process of photosynthesis, capture light energy and use it to power chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and energy-rich carbohydrates such as sugars. Chemosynthesis, in which chemical energy is used to produce carbohydrates. Heterotrophs are the animals, fungi, and many bacteria cannot directly harness energy from the environment as a primary producers to do. Consumers are the organisms that rely on the other organisms for energy and nutrients. Carnivores kill and eat other animals. Herbivores obtain energy and nutrients by eating plant leaves, roots, seeds, or fruits. Scavengers are animals that consume the carcasses of the other animals that have been killed by the predators or have died of other causes. Omnivores are animals whose diets naturally include a variety of different foods that usually include both plants and animals. The decomposers feed by chemical breaking down the organic matter, and the nutritious feeds on the nutritious particles, often chewing breathing into smaller pieces. Energy flow in ecosystem. Energy flows through an ecosystem in one-way stream, from primary producers to various consumers. Food chain is a series of steps in which organisms transfer energy by eating and being eaten. Phytoplankton is a primary producers that are mixture of floating algae in some aquatic food chains. Food web is a network of feeding interactions. It's a many food chains. Zooplankton is a diverse group of small and swimming animals. Trophic levels and ecological pyramids. Each step in food chain or food web is called trophic level. Ecological pyramids shows the relative amount of energy or matter contained within each trophic level in each food chain or food web. The total amount of living tissues within a given trophic level is called biomass. Pyramid of energy shows the relative amount of energy available at each trophic level of a food chain or food web. Pyramid of biomass illustrates the relative amount of living organic matter available at each trophic level in an ecosystem. Pyramid of numbers shows the relative number of individual organisms at each trophic level in an ecosystem.